Hello, my name is Krystal Flores, and the following is my final project that I completed for our Economics of Tourism and Events class. I'm going to start off by mentioning the 10 current monuments, places, areas, or category of places that I think draws tourism into Indianapolis. The first category of places on my list is Massachusetts Avenue, or as we locals know it as Mass Ave. I believe Mass Ave draws tourism to Indianapolis because it has a variety of unique elements. It consists of art galleries, a variety of restaurants, such as Bakersfield, known for their delicious tacos and margaritas, many independent boutiques, theaters, local brews such as Ralston's Draft House, and the nation's oldest shoe store, established in 1886, Stout's Footwear, further giving visitors a plethora of places to visit and enjoy all in one place. The second category on my list is the restaurant scene. I think it draws tourism to Indianapolis because there is a lot of variety. There is fine dining like steakhouses to more casual options like food trucks. Both have very good and quality food. To just name a few, there is Brunch at Milktooth, St. Elmo's Steakhouse, and Hotel Tango. Some of the food trucks include Nacho Mamas, Citizen Hash, Dancing Donut, Witch Witch, and Greek on the Go. This allows for visitors to be able to have any type of food they may be craving. The next place on my list is the Children's Museum. I think it draws tourism to Indianapolis because, fun fact, it is the largest children's museum in the world. They have many interactive exhibits and activities on natural sciences, history, world cultures, and arts that are enjoyable for the whole family. They also have an extensive collection of dinosaur fossils. They have recently added an outdoor health and fitness area that promotes activity through multiple sports. So, not only do kids have a good time, the whole family enjoys the visit as well. The fourth place I included is the Cultural Trail. I believe that it draws tourism to Indianapolis because it connects some of the coolest spots in the city. To top it off, it is bike and pedestrian friendly. While on the trail, you will be sure to find great artwork and architecture. Fifth on my list is the Indiana State Museum. What makes this museum attract tourism to Indianapolis is it exhibits on the science, art, culture, and history of Indiana, ranging from prehistoric times to present day. On site, they have the world's largest IMAX screen as well. Here you will learn all about history of the Hoosier State. So, you will come out enlightened with new knowledge and experiences. The sixth place I had is the Monument Circle located in downtown Indianapolis. This circle marks the physical center of the city of Indianapolis. I believe that it draws tourism to Indianapolis because it has the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, which honors the common soldier. It also houses the Colonel Eli Lilly Civil War Museum on the lower level, and it is seen as a beautiful focal point of downtown as it has a unique design. The Soldiers and Monument is made from Indiana limestone. The base of the monument, there is a pool of water on the east and west side, and grand stairs on the north and south sides. Additionally, they have Indy Fun trolley tours and horse carriage companies that will tour around the area. With all of this in mind, it makes sense as to why visitors would want to come to Indianapolis to be able to see all of this. The seventh area I included is the Idle Museum of American Indians and Western Art. I believe that it draws tourism to Indianapolis because it is only one of the two such museums east of the Mississippi. There is a plethora of visual arts by indigenous people of the Americas and Western paintings and sculptures, which makes it a unique place for visitors to get to hear about America's stories through art and cultural objects. Next, I had down the White River State Park. The White River State Park is one of a kind as it covers 250 acres in downtown Indianapolis. It features the canal, sculptures, a summer concert venue, and you can catch some of the best views of the city. What's neat about the White River State Park is you can explore it by bike, paddle boat, on foot, or even by Segway. Another cool factor is at the end of the park you will find the Indianapolis Zoo. And lastly, at the White River State Park, you can catch the beautiful sunset. If green space is what you're looking for, then the White River State Park is the place for you. The ninth place on my list is the Indianapolis Zoo. I think the Indianapolis does a good job at attracting visitors to Indianapolis because it has more than just a zoo. Visitors can enjoy the zoo, aquarium, and a botanical garden all in one. not to mention the nation's largest shark touch tank and the world's only dolphin dome. The Indianapolis Zoo offers visitors with the opportunity to not only see animals, but interact with them and get views that you won't get anywhere else, making it a must-see. The last place I mentioned is the Indiana War Memorial. What I think attracts tourism about it to Indianapolis is that it's made out of limestone and marble. This memorial honors the Hoosiers that were killed during the war. Additionally, it has a museum which portrays the American military history from Revolutionary War to now. This gives visitors the opportunity to experience, honor, and remember Indiana-rich military history. Then, from this list I created above, the 3 sites that I researched to have the biggest draw to Indianapolis are as follows. The Indianapolis Zoo has an immense draw to Indianapolis, which was shown in the article titled, "Zoo Reaches Attendance Milestone," when they commented how the Indianapolis Zoo says it brought in more than 1 million visitors in 2013. The attraction says it has reached that milestone in 9 consecutive years. This validates the fact that the Indianapolis Zoo attracts a large number of visitors, which makes them come to Indianapolis. The Children's Museum has one of the biggest draws to Indianapolis, as the article titled, "The Children's Museum ranked among the most visited museums in North America," highlighted how the Children's Museum welcomed more than 12 million visitors through its doors in each of the last 3 years. The American Alliance of Museum lists 17,500 museums in the United States, making a top 20 ranking particularly noteworthy. This further shows that the Indianapolis Children's Museum is drawing a huge amount of visitors. In addition, it made the top 20 ranking of most visited among all museums in North America. So, that shows an immense amount of visitors are indeed coming specifically to the Children's Museum. Lastly, the restaurant scene in downtown Indianapolis has a big draw to tourism. This was shown in the article titled, "Here's What's Next for Downtown Indy's Restaurant." It talked about that for most of 28.8 million visitors who visited Indianapolis annually, spend a quarter of their $5.4 billion on food and beverages, which further proves that the restaurants in downtown Indianapolis plays a big role in tourism, as visitors spend such a big portion of their money on it. Next, I concluded that people should spend their tourist dollars in Indianapolis for its rich history and museums, where you can immerse yourself in a one-of-a-kind environment and make lifelong memories with family and friends. This can be achieved by visiting the Children's Museum, the Indianapolis Museum of Art, the Indiana State Museum, the Indiana War Memorial, and the Elite Jordan Museum of Western Art. Additionally, I think that people should spend their tourist dollars in Indianapolis so they can visit the vibrant downtown city and see for themselves all it has to offer, from the tasteful food to the canal and the White River State Park, all while finding the Midwestern hospitality. This can be done by visiting the Monument Circle, which is a beautiful focal point of the city. They can visit the world-famous St. Elmo's Steakhouse and Milktooth. The chef owner, Jonathan Brooks, was named one of the best new chefs in the country by Food and Wine magazine, which further highlights how downtown Indianapolis has tasteful food. And lastly, the White River State Park is filled with green space that features the canal, sculptures, and most importantly, some of the best views of the city. Whatever it is that visitors choose to do in Indianapolis, they will absolutely be overwhelmed by the Midwestern hospitality that will be demonstrated while doing so. Moving on, I decided to compare Indianapolis to the city of Columbus, Ohio. Some of their similarities include their similar population size. Indianapolis has a population size of 867,125 as of 2019, and Columbus has a population size of 892,533 as of 2019. Other similarities include that they are both capital cities and they are located in the center of their states. Also, both have similar transportation models that rely on cars and don't have railroad transportation options. Lastly, they both have more elite suburbs on the north side and middle to lower class suburbs on the south side. On the other hand, some of their differences include that Indianapolis has a great downtown area for the city of its size. It really has a prominent city feel. Columbus, on the other hand, has a weaker downtown area. However, Columbus has more of an urban spirit to their city. This has value because it feels authentic, progressive, and on the go to visitors. Indianapolis is also more centered on conventions, sports arenas, shopping malls, and dining options. This has value because it creates a strong downtown area. Additionally, Columbus is not as close to Chicago as Indianapolis is. This has value because people want to make a day trip to Chicago, and it is more convenient for them to do so when visiting Indianapolis. And lastly, other differences that they have are that Indianapolis has sports teams and leagues that most of the country care about. For instance, the Pacers and the Colts. This has value because a lot of visitors will come to cities to watch their favorite sports team play. On the other hand, Columbus bases their sports culture and a lot of other things to Ohio State University. It is one of the nation's largest universities. Their college culture there is where a lot of their energy and excitement comes from. This has value because it shapes their urban-minded idea and ways of life. Even though Indianapolis has IUPUI and Butler University, the Ohio State University's fan base is much larger. In conclusion, the steps that I would take to boost tourism in Indianapolis is I would establish unique establishments that can only be found in Indianapolis in order to boost tourism. I would do this by creating businesses like the Sugar Factory. The Sugar Factory is known for their over-the-top extravagant drinks. A lot of people will travel to the few cities where they are located at in order to try their stuff. Even famous people like Kourtney Kardashian, as shown in the picture, go to the Sugar Factory. When famous people go to businesses and upload it to their social media, it makes other people want to go as well. So if Indianapolis can achieve to create such a unique establishment that even famous people want to go, it would really boost tourism. Additionally, I would develop some sort of iconic architectural feature in Indianapolis, similar to like France has the Eiffel Tower. Other steps I would take to boost tourism in Indianapolis is preserve the downtown Indianapolis area. I would do this through beautification and by enhancing the security and safety. As of right now, you will still see some homeless people on benches and crimes occurring. So, if downtown looks and feels safe, it will attract more tourists to Indianapolis. Lastly, I would enhance mobility and connection. I would do this by adding more skywalks and transportation systems from the airport downtown to Indianapolis. This would enhance the tourism in Indianapolis and make it easier for people who travel for business and leisure to get around. Here are my references, which lists out all the links to all the pictures I utilized throughout my presentation, as well as the links to the articles where I found all my research in order to complete this presentation. That concludes my final presentation. Thank you for listening.